Hey guys, and welcome to the very first episode of the Logan Stover Show. My name is Logan Stover, and I'm so excited that you can be here. However it is that you found us, whether it is on Facebook, or your mom told you to look at it, or I called you on the phone, or I saw you in the street and I told you to come listen, whatever it is, I'm excited that you're here. I couldn't be happier. In case you're wondering what this show is about, I'll get right to the point. This show is about two things. Number one is making people smile. So we do a lot of things on here. I say we because this seat is usually filled. It's usually filled by Matt. And since this is the very first episode, we figured I'd introduce myself here in the beginning. We'll introduce Matt here in a second. But it's going to be both of us, Matt being the co-host and myself. So number one, making you smile. I say we because we do dumb jokes. Sometimes they're funny. If they're funny, they're by accident. We do bad impressions, mostly myself. We'll have guests on the show. You're going to see our friends Danny and John coming up in the next few episodes. Danny is a wrestler for the OCCW, and John is a know everything about comic books and superheroes. So he'll be on the show talking about that. And number two, what this show is about is helping each other out and helping others. We don't have any advertisers on the show. We do have fake ones, but we don't have any advertisers who pay us money. This is all for you, to make you laugh, to make you smile, and to help other people. So how do we do that? Well, we do that by helping out charities. Which charities we help? You tell us. You tell me. You tell me. Let us know on Facebook. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Logan Stover Show. Easier way to find it out, head to our website. Website's easy to find as well, loganstovershow.com. Head over to the website, let us know, email us, send us a Twitter message. I don't really care. Just send us and let us know what it is that you want us to help out, and we'll help them out. On Sundays on our Facebook page, we're going to have a different charity that we'll support, and every few months we're going to try to do a project where we can donate and help to others in need. So we'll talk about that coming up soon in the project that we're working on. I want to kind of make something clear if you start watching some of our other episodes, so you don't get a little confused by what you see. We are now in a beautiful studio that we shoot in. We didn't start this way. So the cool part is that I'm actually recording this 5, 6, 7 episodes into the show. We actually just got the studio today, and this is the first thing that we're recording in the new studio. So this is pretty much why we're doing it now, because it actually looks really good. So if you become a fan of our show, and I hope you do, number one, tell other people about it, because we want other people to smile and help others as well. But you're going to actually see where the show came from the very beginning. You're going to see in our first episode, right after this, if you're watching on video, you actually don't get to see the first couple of segments in video, because we didn't have video available. We didn't even, trust me, and if we did, you wouldn't have wanted to see it. After our second and third and fourth episodes, we started adding video, but again, weren't in this studio that we have now, and then eventually you're going to see it catch up. So I think that's a cool part that's going to bring into this, is you're going to be able to watch how the show grew into what it is. And eventually, when you see it catch up to the studio that we're in now, these aren't real bricks, by the way, but they look like they're real. But this room is made of rich mahogany. So you'll be able to see the way that our show has grown, and as it will continue to grow. So again, I am super excited that you're here, super excited that you're watching or listening or streaming, however you are. Hi, Mom. I love you. Hi, Sarah, my beautiful wife. I love you. I know we have at least 7 listeners, because 7 of you out there that we've actually forced to watch. So hi, Mrs. Monk. Everybody who's watching on Matt's side. So going to take a quick break, and then we're going to turn it over. If you're listening to the audio section, make sure you keep on listening. We're going to introduce Matt and have Matt come onto the show in a second. If you're not with the video section, well, you're going to get right into it. Again, we appreciate it. Head over to the show page, loganstovershow.com, and let us know what you think. Talk to you in a second.
Well, howdy, everybody. This is Buck Buckington of Buck Buckington's Ford, Chevrolet, Kia, and Dodge. You want to get yourself into a new vehicle, you come on down here to Buck Buckington's. I've got a Ford Aerostar van for $1 down, $20 a month. I've got another Chevy Astro van for $1 down, $20 a month. You want a brand new Ford Taurus? Well, they don't make them anymore, but I got one. $1 down, $20 a month. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you come down to Buck Buckington's Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Kia today.
Hey guys, it's Logan back on the Logan Stover Show. I am extremely excited because it's the first time I get to introduce to you our co-host, Matt. Matt, welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me.
This is exciting. Matt's here. Matt's going to be a great part of the show, pretty much the other half of the show, and figured here in the very beginning, let's go ahead and get to introduce him. So, Matt, hello. How's it going?
It's going well.
Good, good. I lied to you and said that I'd probably have to record that intro like 4 or 5 times before I got it right. And
it's going to be 5 or 6.
And actually, I think that was the first time, but nobody knows it. Matt and I have been friends for a whole 30 minutes, probably. No, Matt is a good friend of mine. He moved from back east/Midwest, and he's going to tell you about it. Him and I worked together and became friends, and now we're neighbors, and now we're podcast co-hosts. So, Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? And I don't know. This is getting real serious, and
I know, right?
I feel like I'm getting really serious, and I don't. That's not my thing. So you go.
It's okay. We can go there. My name's Matt. Moved here from the beautiful state of Georgia. Lived in Atlanta for about the past 6 years. Made the move out to California. Contrary to popular belief, I did not fly out here. I actually drove 3-day drive with my dog. So I do work with Logan. We have known each other since about August? Does that sound about right?
So. What's your dog's name?
Murphy.
Murphy, what kind of dog is Murphy?
He is a golden retriever and German Shepherd mix.
Murphy is very well trained.
And he sheds a lot, but that's another story.
Sheds, S-H-E-D-S, not S-H-I-T. Well, both of them.
Both of them. Yeah.
Both of them.
Just not in the house, typically.
So, Matt and I are in a curious predicament because of the line of the work that we do. We can't give exact details of what it is that we do.
That is true.
However, it is that we met. So I try to think exactly how we can get about this. But
hard to describe that, right?
So Matt and I met at work, and then we started, kind of training and doing that. So I'll leave it at you came here for work. When you found out that you were coming to California, were you excited? Were you opposite of excited?
Oh, no, I was definitely excited.
You're
Absolutely.
excited?
Yeah, I wanted to get out here for a while, so I'm glad the opportunity finally came up. But no, super glad to be out here in California.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know.
So this was kind of funny because Matt and I were having the conversation before we turned the microphones on, which, I will preface, this is probably one of the first things that we've ever recorded on the show, so that's why we sound like we're two guys that are recording their first podcast.
Yeah, I apologize if it's haphazard.
Because he's going to say that Logan's behind the controls, and that's his thing. But we were talking and then immediately realized we probably should be recording this as a couple of podcast noobs. So you said that it was a road trip.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to drive instead of fly?
So here's the deal. When I was making the move out here, I actually had a pit stop in Dallas, and I spent about 4 weeks in Dallas. When I was there, my parents, since I'm from Houston, my parents still live in Houston, and they were actually watching my dog while I was living in the hotel. So once I made the final move out here, instead of flying him, he and I took a Southwest road trip and went through Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and into California.
What was your favorite part of the road trip?
Favorite part of the road trip was probably, New Mexico was beautiful, I have to say.
I've driven through New Mexico, and you're a liar.
No, there are parts of it that are nice. But my favorite part of it, probably getting into California, because I was so sick of sitting in a car with a dog and no one to talk to.
Did you just be honest? Because it's just you and I listening, and probably our parents, and because that's who consists of our listeners at this point.
Our whole audience.
What kind of conversations did you have with your dog? I know you had conversations, right?
About life, our purpose.
Did
in this world.
Murphy talk back, or did you at some point during that trip, because there's so much sand? No.
In a very spiritual sense, yeah, he talked back to me.
Was Murphy excited when he got to California?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was sick of sitting in my backseat.
Now, I'm curious, does Murphy have general dog ambitions as far as when he got to California, hey, just want to hang out and do that? Or was he I want to be a star? Midwest, I'm going to come to Hollywood with...
No, his first thing he wanted to work on was work on his physique. He wanted to get Beachbody ready.
Beachbody ready?
Yeah.
Beachbody fit.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy with how he was looking when he got out here, but he's got everything into shape.
I think this is probably a good example to explain about things that are probably going to happen in the future on this show, which is the beautiful art of digression, and things that Matt and I are very good at, and I'd also like to say these conversations that we're having here are in no way staged for the show. These are things that we normally talk about in all seriousness, and some people think that they're not, but they're 100% serious, and I care about his dog. I hope he has ambitions, and if he does, we want to go ahead and get that going. Anyway, so we can bring it back on track. What are your hobbies? Or maybe you've already said it and I wasn't really paying attention.
No. So hobbies, I love anything outdoors. So I love the beach, hence why I love California. I also love hiking, and I've made it a goal while I'm out in California. I'm going to summit Mount Whitney at some point, if I can get a permit.
You're going to summit Mount Whitney?
Yes, sir.
I've lived in California for 32 years, and is Mount Whitney in California?
It is.
Where in California?
Northern California.
That's probably
California?
Yeah, and that's it's funny that you mentioned that, because my wife Sarah, who we will talk about on the show, I kind of forget the order we recorded these things, if I've mentioned her or not. She has been all over the United States. I've been all over the world, but I've never been to San Francisco. I don't think I've ever been north of Monterey Bay. I've come close.
You and me both.
Yeah.
I've never been to San Francisco. So.
I went to Bakersfield one time for work and could not come back quick enough. Somebody had told me before, they're like, "Oh, you're going to Bakersfield, the belly button of California." And
you didn't realize how true that was?
Well, they didn't use the word belly button, but it's, you can kind of guess what it was. But yeah, that was true. So my ambitions of going further are not that great, but I wish you the best. I didn't know you need a permit to climb up on a mountain.
Yeah, there's some weird lottery set up. Yeah, you can't just walk up it.
We were talking a second ago before we started recording, if you had anything that you wanted to talk about else. There's a lottery to climb up a natural growing / element that's in there. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, coming up on episode 2 of the Logan Stover Show with Matt, we talk about permits and getting on to climb up a rock. Who was here 45 millions ago? Make sure that you get your registration to climb up the rock. So Matt is here now. Like we said, Matt and I have become friends, and so when we decided to do this podcast, this is what you're going to get. So hopefully you enjoy what's going on now. If you don't, now's probably a pretty good time to not listen. I don't know. So we'll go ahead. We'll take a quick break. If you have any questions for Matt, which I can assume you do, go on to our website, loganstovershow.com. You'll see all of our contact info there. You'll see Matt's email and how to get a hold of me or Matt. Ask us questions about or tell us more about these registrations to get up on mountains. You can ask questions about Murphy and his aspirations for being a Hollywood star. Any of those, the above. So we'll be right back.
Well, howdy, Buck Buckington here for Buck Buckington's Gently Used DVD selection. You looking for that used copy of A League of Their Own featuring Gina Davis? Well, we got it. How much? $1. You also looking for that copy of the movie Gia? We've got it. How much? $1. You want to find all the Simpsons episodes on DVD? Gently used, of course. Well, we got it. How much? a buck. Stop on down if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to Buck Buckington's Gently Used DVDs.
Hey guys, it's Logan.
And Matt.
And so we were talking about some of the different ideas that had been brought to our attention about what people would like to hear about on the show. And I guess people just want to get to know us and know more about us.
I don't know why, but
right.
It seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah, that they want to know more about us. And one that I thought was a pretty good question was, what is something about you that we don't know that would be an interesting fact about it? Now, we talked about this for maybe a minute before we started recording. Yeah. I'm just going to let you know, and I thought mine was pretty interesting. I have never run to this microphone quicker to hit record. I think I sprinted to go. We didn't even do a sound check. So if this sounds, bad, I mean, it's okay. Everything looks like it's okay. But when Matt just told me a general thing, I told him literally, stop what you're doing, stop talking to me about it, prepare how we can know more about this. And so I'm gonna do mine. And now that I've pumped yours up, like, mine's kind of cool, but yours, like, anyway. Something that you don't know about me. And Matt, actually, I didn't even tell you what mine was, huh?
No, not yet. So this is the first time I'm hearing this.
I was a band nerd. I was in band.
Really?
Yes, I was in band. I played the euphonium at Yorba Belinda Middle School. Go Bobcats! And
you played a what?
It's a euphonium, Matt. You don't.
I have no clue what that is. Please explain.
Euphonium is a baritone. Do you know does baritone sound closer to something?
Kind of.
Baritone is what my voice is, Matthew.
Okay.
It's there's two versions of it. This is where the band nerd in me is going to come out. By the way, I played sports, lots of sports, and I hit lots of people. There we go. So I played trumpet. I started playing trumpet, and then, excuse me, I actually, weird story, I got hit by a car on my way home from school, and my lip just got so swollen up and everything that my teacher, Miss Wyatt, who, by the way, went to my church, she had told me, hey, when you get better, let's try playing the baritone. So I think it worked out well for her because she didn't have anybody playing the baritone, and I was a mediocre trumpet player. And now I have these giant lips that didn't really do well on the mouthpiece for a trumpet. I wasn't that good at trumpet anyway. So I started playing baritone. A baritone has two different makings. There is one which is a concert version, which looks like a small tuba.
Okay.
So it's a small tuba, so like a mini tuba. Or there is the marching version, which is in marching band, and that looks like a pregnant trumpet. So if you want to Google it, you can Google baritone instrument. The euphonium, the proper term, is for the concert one, which looks like a miniature. You're Googling it right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
I knew you were going to look. I was saying how long until you just.
Okay.
So euphonium. So it is an elegant instrument. Beautiful sound. I used to in my free time play the Jurassic Park theme song on that. So I was and I still am very, very musically inclined. I picked it up. I played a lot of stuff, just learned it on my own, and much to Mrs. Wyatt's chagrin, I learned. So anyway, apparently I was pretty good, and I didn't know. So and our school was pretty good. So when I went from Yorba Belinda Middle School, we went to El Dorado High School, and at El Dorado High School, under the direction of Mr. Richard Watson, we were pretty well known as far as marching band, concert band. He was an amazing instructor. He was tough at times, but there was times I hated him as being in band. But anyway, so I was pretty heavy as a band nerd, and he was kind of one of those tough love guys. But he would tell me how much potential you have in doing this. So we get. I remember being at soccer practice, and I think I was in like the 8th grade. And my mom comes up to me. She says, hey, we just had a meeting at your school with band. And we found out that your school, this was 1997, 1998, said your school has been selected, and some of the good players and the good musicians from your school have a chance to go to this Sydney Olympics.
Also cool.
to be the band for the opening ceremonies, the marching band. So fast forward, I was actually a member of the. I flew to Sydney, Australia. Spent 2 weeks there with 1,999 members of other countries. So I mean, I met people from Japan. I still have in a box probably behind me here. I traded something for like a kimono from some Japanese musicians. So a bunch of my friends and I, made it into the Olympic band. Played in the marching band there. It was amazing. Got to tour Sydney, all of that. Dude, walking into that stadium for the opening ceremonies, like I have goosebumps right now.
True story.
There's no video, dude. I look like a turkey leg right now. Walking down, it was insane, dude. Just with and it, you rehearse for it so much, but like when you get into it, like I took a quick second on my own, probably about a few minutes into it, and I'm down on the field. I'm looking at the stadium, it had like 150,000 people in it, and I'm thinking like, how many people are watching this right now? Besides, marrying my wife and graduating college, I mean, that was one of the coolest things that's ever happened. So if you see me now, you probably would not think that I was, and my wife debates this, but that I'm an Olympian. Technically. But that I wasn't in the Olympics opening ceremony, that I did play the euphonium, and that I was a pretty good musician. I was heading down the path to go to college and go to UCLA in music, and again, much to the chagrin of Mr. Watson and all my music professors, I thought that at 5'3" tall that I should go to the football team. So, 5'3" linebacker didn't work out very well, and it ended my senior year of high school. But that is mine. That I went to the Olympics and played in the opening ceremonies in Sydney, Australia. Okay, now that we're done with mine.
No, that's a really cool story. Because one, I know where you're going for a while, and I was kind of curious why you went with the band nerd angle rather than you got hit by a car angle. Because that's pretty interesting in and of itself. Your story is really good, and I don't think mine holds a candle to that.
It is a different kind of awesome. I mean, it's pretty cool getting to go to the Olympics. It's pretty cool.
Really cool.
Getting selected to do that and fly there. I don't sleep on airplanes. Like, I cannot sleep on airplanes. And it's
so you're up for like 19 hours straight?
19 hours, dude. And I'd never really drank tea before. And so, like, it was Qantas, which is, I almost said Japanese airline. Japanese airline. It was the Australian airline. And they had just tons of tea. So I'm all spracked out on tea. In 19 hours, and I had a video camera, so that plus that, the hit by car thing. That anyway, that was no fun at all. Ending up in the emergency room, but hey, you know what? I guarantee you, I would not have made it to the Olympics as a trumpet player.
Well, I'm glad you were able to go as a euphonium player. And I also learned what a euphonium was today.
Did you? Or is it still up on your computer?
Oh yeah.
Is that why you remembered euphonium? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know the crazy thing, and not to go into, like, I have not played since I was 15. I think I went when I was 15. So that's 16 years ago. I stopped right after. I figured this is the pinnacle of a musicianship that I'm going to reach. I'm going to quit while I'm on top.
Wow.
I guarantee you right now, give me about 30 seconds to warm up and get my fingerings back. But I can probably play you half of those songs. I still have them memorized. Yeah.
Do you own a euphonium?
Do you see euphonium around?
I don't know.
You'll see well, maybe it's not to the side. There's no euphonium around here. Okay. No, I do not own a euphonium.
He's really getting excited for a concert.
It's about the size of that clothes hamper over there.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, you'd probably notice it, and you probably would notice no wife here if I was probably still playing.
If you were
playing the euphonium. Anyway, yours is a different type, and I did hear yours, but again, I had to immediately say let's start doing it. So
mine's just random.
Okay, and you can explain this however you want because it is going to be all sorts of awesome.
Okay, and there's actually part that I didn't even tell you yet. So get ready. Okay, so for whatever reason, and I don't know what happened to me between childhood and now, I was a childhood model.
You did not. It ties into the story, but oh my god. Okay, I have so many things going through my head right now.
Yeah, I was a child model.
Do you want to use this example, and then I want you to have the whole floor, and I'm going to stop talking, but I want you to talk about anything and everything that is here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is why I ran to the microphone.
So feel free to interject here.
I'm pushing the microphone.
Gonna...
I'm literally pushing the microphone away.
Yeah. So here's the story. So when I was a baby, my mom took me to the grocery store, and as we were leaving the grocery store, walking up to the door, my mom was stopped by an artist. An artist who does a bunch of portraits of babies for corporate sponsors. And I, for whatever reason, was selected to be the baby face of the University of Alabama football team.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So
the University of Alabama.
Yeah, the University of Alabama. So we'll post a picture of this in the show notes
on the website, on loganstovershow.com.
Yeah,
but
so
before,
go there if you want to see
please,
what I look like before
you go
any
further. How did you Googled it for me on there? How did you get that?
You can just Google Alabama football baby print is how I found it. But I'll put a link to the actual artist's website so you can go see it. So yeah, you'll see a photo of me as a young baby wearing a diaper, holding a football, wearing a football helmet. And I'll see if I may take a picture of the one I have at my house, which is actually signed by the University of Alabama president, the football coach.
You have it here at your house in
Southern
California.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I'll put a picture of it online so you guys can see it.
What's the artist's name?
The artist's name is Fran Baggett.
Okay, so now I'm bringing my microphone. I need to ask some questions that everybody.
No, feel free.
Anybody who is listening has these questions. So this woman just approached you guys at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what grocery store it was?
I have no clue. I was way too young.
I don't think that's relevant.
At that point.
Okay.
But,
in the picture, now I'm going to assume that we gave some time for people to Google it. So you said it's Alabama baby print, or just go over to loganstovershow.com.
Yeah, go to the show website.
Okay.
You'll see it there. We'll post it.
Right. So I'm just not sure if we'll have it. Whatever. Find the picture.
Yeah, I'll get it up.
Okay. So you have that picture.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember anything about quote unquote modeling for this?
For this, no.
How old were you? I think you mentioned it. I was just so excited I wasn't listening.
I don't know, maybe a year and a half. Maybe younger. I don't know. Do you still wear diapers at like a year and a half?
I think so. Yeah.
Think so?
No, yeah, you do. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe like a year and a half.
Well, apparently
young.
you did.
I mean,
so,
I still do sometimes, but.
Did they put like that helmet on you, like
yeah,
for realsies?
Yeah, for real. So I was wearing a helmet, holding a football, holding that stuffed animal. Yeah. All I vaguely kind of remember it a little bit, like parts of it.
Now, I want you to explain a little bit further, because if you think that this slipped past me and I didn't want to keep talking about it, you mentioned that you were a childhood model.
Yeah.
Was this towards the beginning? Obviously, there's a beginning,
this
right? Because
is
you were
the
like
kickoff.
So, did you look at that? Look at that pun. Look at
Caught that
pun in. This was the kickoff in the Alabama. Okay, so you did that, and till how old did you child model?
Probably till like kindergarten or first grade.
So it was. I mean, it wasn't a long, illustrious career that you had.
No. It wasn't anything crazy.
I know we talked about your dog Murphy and his intentions for coming out to Southern California. Did you secretly get excited thinking
let's just say that me modeling is not on the table.
Okay, so that you didn't secretly
that's not why
fulfill your childhood dream. Okay,
no. This is by no means my dream.
What else did you do?
So, you may not know, but I was selected to be a Huggies baby.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
Everything. Just want I want to know everything. A Huggies baby.
Yeah. So after this, the artist suggested that my mom enter me into this competition, to select Huggies baby.
There's a competition for Huggies babies?
There was. So I got on stage, did my little Huggy babies crawl. I don't remember this. I don't know if that's exactly how it worked.
If you could see my face right now.
But yeah. So I unfortunately never actually appeared in a Huggies Baby commercial. I was on like retainer to be like whatever.
Still.
So that. I was in a couple of like catalogs, kind of things for
like classy catalogs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was for like stores, like like your Sunday.
Did you have like an agent who did this? Did your mom do it?
No. Yeah, it's my mom. So I did that, and then I was also did
Mrs.
some
Monk,
things...
if you're listening to this, God bless you. God bless you, for you have given me so much ammunition in the friendship of your son and I.
Yeah, and then I also did some stuff in like magazines. So I was. You're looking
at your computer right now.
I'm trying to see if I can find any photos of me as like a kindergartner.
I can't sit still right now. This is
I'm gonna look and see if I can find anything I may or may not.
Okay, so while you're looking, I just want to start this. So your mom, before the Alabama baby picture, which I hope everybody's already looked at and gone to our website, your mom didn't have like intentions of you doing child modeling before that, did she?
No.
And so this started it. You did this picture, which I mean is just insanely awesome. And then you were on retainer as a Huggies baby, which, by the way, I would love to talk to your mom and just do an entire show on itself about the Huggies process.
Yeah, you don't need any more ammunition than this.
No, dude. I want to know just about, how she got in contact with people. Did they get in contact with her? Taking you there? Was there like, prep, in little Matt and what he was doing to get ready?
Get ready for my runway walk.
Yeah, right. And like his crawl. Did he practice? Did you guys practice at home? I know he didn't know this stuff because, so little. But, did you practice at home? What's this? How do you find out that you're even on retainer? Does somebody call you and let you know, hey, we're going to...
That's a good question. All questions that must be answered.
You have the expression on your face that you would rather not about these things, which is fine.
Don't need any more ammunition.
I don't need any more. Okay, did you find any pictures?
I did.
Well, I'm gonna get away.
Come over here.
I want to see.
Okay, so these right here are photos from a magazine. I believe it was like Cooking Light or Southern Living, or I don't know.
Here's the first thing I noticed about it. Where is this picture at? Where did you find this picture?
This, I found it on a repository of photos.
No, where is it currently at?
Where is it currently? On my computer screen.
It's on your it's on your private Facebook page. That's where it's at. Look at, you can see it right there. It says Mad Mug. How dare you? How dare you say I needed to go find this? Okay, so which? Okay,
so here's.
This one, I don't need this one to be out. Which one are you?
Okay, so I'm right here. You see the back of my head there.
That's the top of your head.
Top of my head.
What are you? Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is amazing. Okay, so wait, go back. This is the first picture. So
wait, there I am right there.
Explain what it was that's going on in this scene.
So there was an article written about making snacks for your kids.
Which it accurately depicts.
Yeah, so there are photos of me here eating these snacks, looking like a happy young child.
It looks like an elegant cheese party and small
for children.
Yeah. Small sandwiches.
Yeah, so like hors d'oeuvres with like finger sandwiches with like those little like pretzel sticks in it,
right?
And
like they look...
ice cream and all sorts of kind of crazy stuff. Yeah.
So was that kind of like the thing is like, hey, here's some creative ideas for like kids.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like having their party. Okay. And so
here I am enjoying these snacks.
Right. So there's the one picture is kind of like an overhead shot with like a bunch of kids looking at the cheese and crackers and stuff. That one, I'm guessing you were old enough to remember some of it.
Yeah, I remember this.
Okay. And then the other, like that picture shows the back of your head, which looks great. I mean, you look great. You look great in the back of your head. You had your 90s haircut going there. And then the second picture, that one is awesome. Can you put that one on the webpage?
Yeah, we'll upload that one.
Okay,
sure.
I mean, you can put both of them if you want to.
Yeah, we'll get them up there.
You look like you were having a good time with that ice cream cone.
I was munching down that ice cream cone for sure.
So, I had no idea about this side. And when we talk about ideas of what to talk about for the show and what's brought up and things kind of like, yeah, that's a good idea. I had no idea that this was going to go where it did.
Yeah.
I knew that mine, is fairly interesting.
No, yours is definitely interesting. Way more interesting than me being in photos.
I'm going to disagree with you. You and I usually agree on a lot of things, which makes for less interesting podcast material that we agree on so much. But that I got to disagree with you. That is, it's so amazing, and I think it's more of if you, and hopefully you get to know Matt from being on the show and listening. But that is, God, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. There's so many questions that I don't have enough time for, and I just, oh my gosh. So, what? I guess we should add some value to this segment. What did you learn from your illustrious career as a childhood model?
My illustrious career.
What did you take away from it?
What did I take away? Not to quit my day job.
Right, which is good.
That I did not want to model, nor could I?
I don't know, man, because
into adulthood?
Because, we work together and there just isn't, promising that. So, well, it's good that, we're close to Hollywood if you need to fall back on it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did I learn from mine? I learned that you hear the phrase, you can achieve anything you want to if you put the work in and you really want it. I really learned that. Now, I did learn that I could, if I wanted that so bad when I found out about it, it wasn't, to me, it wasn't too tough, but I really wanted it and I kept doing it. And there was, I could do a whole 2-hour segment about the trials and tribulations of that, because after being accepted and making to it, we actually, the Olympic Committee actually cut us before the Olympics even started. And then there was such a backlash about it in the International Olympic Committee. And actually, it was a world issue that, not that you probably heard about it, but we were paying attention to it. We actually woke up one morning. My mom came in and told me that you guys were cut from the Olympics.
Wow.
And we cried. And then, 2 weeks later, they put us back in. So there's a whole story we can do on that. But you can do whatever you want. Please, 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 and I say this in every segment, please visit the website, loganstovershow.com. Just for the sake of it, I'll try to find a band picture from the Olympics.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of them.
Yeah, if you have any pictures from Sydney,
I actually
throw those up too.
I still have my Olympic costume here.
Really?
Here at the house. Yeah. I was going to say I'll dress up and let's put a picture on the website, but I'm not.
I don't think that'll work.
I don't want to do that. Please go to the website, loganstovershow.com. If you've never been to the website and you don't plan on going to the website, I get it, whatever.
But this is the one reason.
This is the one time that you hear us say, go to the website, loganstovershow.com. Talk to us. That's what we want to do. Without you guys, it's just Matt and I sitting here reliving our glory days as childhood baby actors. Go to the website, loganstovershow.com, and please, please tell us what you think. I want Twitter to blow up with retweets of Matt's Alabama baby picture.
Please no. Please no.
Like, I wanted to change that to my Facebook profile picture. Can I do it?
I mean,
I don't think my wife... No, you know what? I was just thinking my wife would not be okay with me changing my profile picture to your Alabama baby picture. But when we're done right now, Matt and I are going to take a break, and we're going to go out there. And I say break because I'm going to run to the other end of the house, and I am going to scream, guess what Matt just said? And then you know that you're going to have to do this whole thing. Like, you're going to have to explain again to her, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because she's not going to want to listen to here. Go to the website, loganstovershow.com. Get in contact with us. If you want to talk to me about my Olympic band career, yeah, that's great. But I better have seen that you asked about Matt's baby pictures and Matt's baby stuff first.
Don't share it, please.
Go on there. Tell everybody about it. I mean, if there is ever a good example that you want other people to listen to the show as well, and you're trying to explain to them, what kind of show this is. The question I get the most, and I don't know if you get it too, is what is the topic of your show?
What isn't the topic of the show?
Yeah, and I think that is perfect. What isn't the topic of the show? This is the best example to show them and to tell them about, and say, if this doesn't all encompass everything that this show is, do it. Go to the website. I wish we could keep talking about this forever. Hey everybody, Logan here. I want you to remember that this show is all about you, and that's why I'm here to ask for your support. Remember that on this show we don't have any advertisers. Well, real ones anyway. But it does cost us money to run this show. That's why I ask for your help. Head over to the show page, loganstovershow.com, and click on the tab Support the Show. You can find different ways that you can support us there, either by donating via PayPal or other options that we'll have. And the easiest one that's there is that you can do your Amazon shopping through the Logan Stover Show. So again, head on over to Logan Stover Show. If you're going to do your Amazon shopping, click on the link on our Support Us page. It'll take you directly to Amazon and just buy the stuff you were going to buy anyway. Amazon will give us a small amount of proceeds that will go towards the show. That can help us with maintaining the website and keeping all the equipment up to date, as well as additional money that we can donate to our charitable causes that we're doing. So please, I ask for your support and your help. Head over to the show page, loganstovershow.com. Click on the Support Our Show tab, and I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Hey guys, Logan here. I want you guys to remember what this show is about. And that's about making you happy, making you smile and you laugh. But it's also about helping others. And so sometimes we talk about charities or programs that we feel that we want to help on our end. But we want to know on your end, is there anything that you want to talk about or anybody that you know that we should be talking about here? Do you know a charity? Do you know a program or somebody that could use the help by us mentioning them so that more people can hear about them? Then let us know. Visit loganstovershow.com. Go ahead and contact us and let us know if you have a charity or any type of group that could use some help, and we'd love to help them out. Thanks.